All right, hold on to your hats because we are about to dive into the turbulent, often shocking, and undeniably captivating world of one of reality television's most talked about families. Prepare yourselves for a deep dive into the dramatic highs and devastating lows, the public triumphs and the very private heartaches that have defined the lives of the family who shot to fame with a catchphrase and a whole lot of Southern charm. This is a story of fame, fortune, addiction, betrayal, and the incredibly complex relationships that bind and sometimes break a family living under the unforgiving glare of the spotlight. We are, of course, talking about the one and only Alana. Thompson, known to the world as Honey Boo Boo, and the two people whose lives are inextricably linked to hers, her mother, June Shannon, famously known as Mama June, and her father, Mike Thompson, also known as Sugar Bear. From the moment they burst onto our screens, this family captivated audiences with their unfiltered lives, their unique dynamics, and the undeniable star power of a little girl in a pageant dress. But behind the laughter and the one-liners lay a complex reality, a web of relationships that have been tested, fractured, and put back together in ways that have often left viewers stunned and concerned. Alana's journey into the public eye began, as many will remember, on the slightly bizarre, utterly compelling world of child beauty pageants. In 2012, she was featured on season 5 of TLC's Toddlers and Tiaras, a show that offered a glimpse into the highly competitive and often controversial world of pint-sized performers. Even at a young age, Alana possessed an undeniable charisma, a sassy attitude, and a certain something that jumped right off the screen. It was her now legendary one-of-a-kind tagline, delivered with a shake of the shoulders and a mischievous grin, "Honey Boo Boo Child," that instantly cemented her place in pop culture history. She was a sensation, a pint-sized personality who captured the nation's attention. Her popularity exploded, and it wasn't long before TLC recognized the potential for something bigger. Later that same year, in August 2012, fans were invited even further into Alana's life with the premiere of their very own family reality series, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. This show offered a raw, unvarnished look at the daily lives of Alana, her mother June, and her father Mike, along with Alana's 3 older sisters, Jessica, affectionately known as Chubbs, Lauren, who quickly became known as Pumpkin, and the late Anna Cardwell, often called Chickadee. The show chronicled their often hectic, always entertaining lives in rural Georgia, showcasing their unique family dynamics, their love for one another, and their unfiltered approach to just about everything. It was a phenomenon, a ratings hit that cemented their status as reality TV stars. At the heart of the show, initially, was the relationship between June and Mike. Their story began in a way that was becoming increasingly common in the digital age. They met in an online chat room back in 2004. The details of those early days are sparse, shrouded in the privacy of the internet, but their connection was strong enough to lead to a real-life relationship. About a year later, in August 2005, they welcomed their only biological child together, the little girl who would eventually become a global sensation, Alana. Their relationship played out on screen for the world to see. During the run of Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, Mike, known as Sugar Bear, took a significant step, proposing to June on camera. It was a moment intended to be heartwarming, a public declaration of commitment. Mike spoke of the girls needing a father figure that's going to be around for a while, a sentiment that in hindsight carries a certain weight given the later trajectory of their relationship. He asked June to marry him, to be his wife, a proposal that was met with emotion and acceptance. However, and this is a crucial detail that often gets overlooked, June and Mike were never legally married. The ceremony that took place during the season 2 finale of Here Comes Honey Boo Boo in May 2013 was a commitment ceremony, a symbolic exchange of vows in the backyard of their Georgia home. June famously wore a camouflage wedding gown, a testament to their down-to-earth country roots. At the time, June spoke to people about the significance of the day, saying, "The day was very special, mostly because my girls were able to take part in it." She added, "I felt like it was important for them to see this moment and celebrate my love for Sugar Bear." She also offered some poignant advice that tragically foreshadowed her own future relationship struggles, telling people, never settle for a man who doesn't treat you right. If a guy doesn't love everything about you, move on. There are plenty of other fish in the sea. That advice and the foundation of their relationship was soon put to the test. Just a few months after the commitment ceremony aired, the news, I'm broke. June and Mike had split. In September 2014, June confirmed the separation to People, stating, Sugar Bear and I have decided to take some time apart to figure out some things in our relationship. She added, we are taking things day by day, but regardless of what happens, the girls will always be our #1 priority. We want to thank y'all for your support. The reported reason for the split, according to TMZ, added a layer of betrayal to the public separation. It was alleged that June had discovered Mike had active online dating profiles. If true, this would have been a devastating blow, a breach of trust that would be incredibly difficult to overcome, especially after a public commitment ceremony. This alleged betrayal, played out in the headlines, signaled a significant turning point in the family's public narrative, moving from lighthearted antics to more serious relationship drama. Tragically, the end of June and Mike's relationship coincided with an even bigger crisis that rocked the family and led to the cancellation of their hit show. In October 2014, TLC announced they were canceling Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. The reason? Reports had surfaced alleging that June had been involved in the past with a convicted sex offender named Mark McDaniel. This scandal was massive, sparking outrage and concern, particularly given the focus of the show on young children. The network quickly distanced itself from the family, and the show was abruptly pulled off the air, leaving fans stunned and the family facing intense public scrutiny. Despite the scandal and the end of their show, June and Mike's relationship drama wasn't entirely over. In December 2015, they returned to television screens, this time on WeTV's intensive couples therapy series, Marriage Boot Camp: Reality Stars. Their appearance on the show was a desperate attempt to mend their fractured relationship, a last-ditch effort to address the issues that had led to their split. June spoke openly about why they were there, telling people, "It was our last resort. I feel like he had cheated for quite some time, and I needed some answers. It was either you go here or we end our 11 years. During that time on Marriage Boot Camp, the raw emotions and lingering mistrust were on full display. June specifically expressed her concerns about Mike's alleged virtual cheating. In a confessional moment that provided a stark look into their relationship struggles, she stated, "I believe there was more than one. The text messages that I've seen are from men and women." She added, "I want him to be honest, and I don't feel in my gut that he's fully honest." Their stint on Marriage Boot Camp showcased the deep-seated issues within their relationship, the lack of trust, and the pain caused by alleged infidelity. Ultimately, the therapy was not enough to repair the damage, and their separation became permanent. Following the cancellation of Here Comes Honey Boo Boo and her appearance on Marriage Boot Camp, June embarked on a new chapter, chronicled in her own WeTV series, Mama June: From Not to Hot. This show focused primarily on June's dramatic weight loss journey, a transformation that captivated audiences. Alana and Lauren also featured in subsequent Mama June spin-offs, showcasing the family's continued presence in the reality TV landscape, albeit with a different focus. June's weight loss journey was initially framed in part around the motivation to attend Mike's wedding to Jennifer Webb in 2017, even though June and Mike were no longer together. Mike and Jennifer's marriage eventually ended as well. However, the most significant and concerning turn in June's life, and one that had a profound impact on Alana and her sisters, came in 2019. It was a moment that brought their private struggles. With addiction into the harsh glare of the public eye, June was arrested on felony charges of possession of a controlled substance and drug paraphernalia after she was allegedly found with crack cocaine and a crack pipe. She was arrested alongside her then-boyfriend, Eugene Gino Edward Doak, who faced related charges including third-degree domestic violence. This arrest was a wake-up call, a public rock bottom that highlighted the severity of June's struggles with addiction. The news sent shockwaves through the media and among fans who had followed the family for years. The images of June and Gino's arrest were stark and upsetting, a far cry from the lighthearted image portrayed on their earlier shows. Both June and Gino eventually agreed to plea deals in April 2021, facing the legal consequences of their actions. The aftermath of June's arrest and her ongoing struggles with addiction had a devastating impact on her relationship with her daughters, particularly Alana. As June battled her demons, the responsibility of caring for Alana fell to her older sister Lauren, known as Pumpkin. This is a heartbreaking aspect of the family story, where a sibling had to step into a parental role due to their mother's inability to care for her youngest child. Lauren was named Alana's legal guardian, a temporary arrangement that was later made more permanent when she was granted sole custody of Alana in 2022. Lauren spoke candidly about the immense difficulty of this situation in the Mama June Family Crisis series. Her words conveyed the frustration, the pain, and the feeling of helplessness that comes with watching a loved one struggle with addiction. She expressed the heartbreaking sentiment, "It's gotten so low to this point. Like, what more is there to do? What more can we physically do for her?" She spoke of the family's attempts to get June help, including the network providing an opportunity for rehab, which June reportedly left within less than 24 hours. The court documents related to the custody arrangement obtained by Page 6 revealed further details about the terms of the agreement. While June was allowed to have contact with Alana on a daily basis, the visitation schedule was ultimately decided by Lauren. June was also ordered to pay Lauren $800 per month in child support ahead of Alana's 18th birthday, which has now passed. June has offered her perspective on the custody situation, attempting to frame it in a less negative light. In 2022, she told Page 6, "People don't understand the custody thing. It's not that somebody lost custody." She explained that in Georgia, temporary guardianship is done annually, and Alana had been living with Pumpkin during June's addiction. She stated that at age 12, Alana was able to make her own choice about where she wanted to live, and Alana chose to stay with Pumpkin. June maintained, "It's not like I don't see Alana. It's not that I don't talk to her, because I do see her. I do talk to her. We do communicate." While June's words suggest a more amicable arrangement, the legal documents and Lauren's statements paint a picture of a situation born out of necessity due to June's struggles. Despite the immense challenges and fractured relationships, both June and Mike have moved on in their romantic lives. As mentioned earlier, Mike married Jennifer Webb in 2017, though that marriage did not last. June, after her turbulent on and off relationship with Gino Doak, which never led to marriage, found love again with Justin Stroud. The couple married in 2023, as their wedding was a significant event for the family, marking a rare moment of reunion. June highlighted the importance of the occasion in a WETV press release, stating, "This was the first time the family had all been together since 2014. So it was really special to get married in a place where my family and I have had so many memories." The fact that all four of her daughters, Alana, Jessica, and Lauren, were present at the wedding was a testament to the efforts being made to mend fences and bring the family back together, even after years of turmoil. However, while June and Alana have reportedly been able to mend their bond to some extent, the same cannot be said for Alana's relationship with her father Mike, or Sugar Bear. This is perhaps one of the saddest and most concerning aspects of the family's current dynamic. Alana herself revealed the painful reality of their estranged relationship back in 2018. She told People in January 2018 that her relationship with her father was virtually non-existent. She shared a heartbreaking sentiment. "He calls me every once in a while. He doesn't really call me that much, which is kind of sad because he's supposed to be my father. And I think if he's my father, you should call me more." Years later, the situation appears to have remained largely unchanged, or perhaps even worsened. Lauren reportedly told People in June 2023 that Mike is not involved at all in Alana's life. Pumpkin further elaborated on the lack of communication in July 2023, stating, "We literally have no type of communication. Neither does Alana. The distance between Alana and her father is significant, a painful reality for a young woman who grew up with her dad on national television. A poignant example of this distance came to light around Alana's graduation in 2023. According to Pumpkin, Mike took a shocking 2 weeks to even reach out and congratulate Alana on this major life milestone. 2 weeks! For a father to take that long to acknowledge his daughter's graduation speaks volumes about the lack of involvement and communication in their relationship. It's a heartbreaking detail that highlights the deep rift between them, adding another layer of complexity to Mike's life and his relationship with his daughter is the report that he reportedly entered rehab around that same time for an alleged prescription drug addiction problem. If true, this suggests that Mike is also battling his own demons, struggles that likely contribute to his absence from Alana's life. Addiction is a powerful force that can damage relationships and make it incredibly difficult for individuals to be present for their loved ones. The story of Alana, Honey Boo Boo, Thompson, and her parents is a complex tapestry of reality television, fame, personal struggles, and fractured family bonds. From the early days of pageants and catchphrases to the later years marked by scandal, addiction, and custody battles, this family has lived their most challenging moments in the public eye. Alana grew up amidst this chaos, a child navigating the complexities of fame and family dysfunction simultaneously. While she has reportedly mended her relationship with her mother, the distance from her father remains a sad reality. The family's journey is a stark reminder of the pressures of reality television, the devastating impact of addiction, and the enduring yet sometimes fragile nature of family relationships. As Alana continues to navigate her young adult life, and as June and Mike continue to live their lives, often still in the public eye through various projects, their story serves as a cautionary tale and a testament to the resilience of those who have faced immense challenges. The future of their relationships, particularly between Alana and her father, remains uncertain. Can the damage be repaired? Can they find a way to build a connection after years of distance? Only time will tell. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into the turbulent world of Alana Thompson and her parents. It's a story that is far from over and one that reminds us of the often hidden complexities behind the reality TV facade. Stay safe and we'll see you next time.